Hey up lads and lasses, Damphyre here, back again with some more Infinite Lagrange. Today, gonna jump into the Bullfrog. This will be a quick one as well. It's not completely redundant if you have things like, Vetus B and Stingray. It still has a use, albeit it's kind of a niche use that it has still got fantastic siege damage, even though both, I believe, the Stingray and the Vetus B can do more siege damage, but at the same time, if you spec those for siege damage, you're kind of doing yourself a bit of a disservice there, because they are just better anti-ship damage, where this thing can't really do the anti-ship damage at all. However, if you do decide to use this, it does do, like I said, great siege damage. Get 5 KCCV 2.0s with a large hangar system, the aircraft variant. Put 5 of these in and go to town on your enemy amps and all that good stuff, and they'll do well in that situation. So, to make that work, and this is the only way I personally would set this up, I wouldn't set this for anti-ship damage. It just doesn't do particularly well. It has got the capability, I believe, of hitting systems, and it hits the command system. Again, I spoke about that in the Damphyre video, where I said the command system attacking it's just not that good. It can also hit hangar systems, and again, I also mentioned why I don't think hitting that system is particularly useful either. I've got a crit chance on here, so that does help a little bit, but at the same time, it's just not enough in my opinion. Because you're going to be running this in the fleet that I just specified, where you're going to be sort of going for mostly just putting it into KCCV fleets or anything like that, fast fleets to go in, hit amps, and get out as fast as you possibly can. I would recommend ignoring the strategy system, going straight on the weapon system anyway, but ignoring the strategy system because it only affects when attacking super capitals, which is in itself not, a terrible buff. You get increased attacks by round by 2. We got an attack duration increase by 30% and a cooldown reduction by 30% every 30 seconds, 40 seconds. And, it does help, but the problem is it's mostly system damage at that point. And like I said, the system damage isn't that useful anyway. So I would be personally completely ignoring this, going straight in, picking up the hit rate, the double weapon system siege damage, and then double cooldown to bring you to 5 slots of your total of 7 potential. You could pick up the crit damage. It does affect siege. However, I just don't find it particularly useful in my opinion, and I kind of leave it there. There is an argument you can pick up the missile torpedo damage. That does increase your siege damage ever so slightly, filling out your last 2 slots. But again, like I said, you could maybe sub out one of those torpedo damages for the extra crit damage, sort of bringing you to max potential damage in siege that you can get. After that, propulsion system, you can ignore the ship evasion this time and go for double target selection time. This just gets out faster and attacking those amps a little bit faster. The evasion doesn't really help much here. It's not enough to really warrant it in my opinion. And like I said, it's used in siege situations only. Here, you have actually 2 options. You can go full in on the physical resistances. Outposts and amps only deal physical resistances, so it does help a little bit. In my opinion, though, going the triple ship HP and one of the physical resistances to cap out that system is all you need, though. So there you go. That is the Bullfrog. I ran this for loads of time because I never got a Stingray or Vetus B for like 5 or 6 servers or something crazy. So I was like kind of forced to use this in a anti-ship role, and it was disappointing to say the least. However, I did find when I was hitting enemy bases and stuff with the same fleet, its siege damage was, bearable, and it wasn't too bad. And obviously, things like Siege IO exist, and even the KCCV, I think it's the light railgun, one of those versions, probably would, just out-damage this than even putting this onto KCCVs. But some people just like to run the aircraft. So, the Bullfrog, yeah, it's usable in that siege fleet that I mentioned, but I just wouldn't use it anywhere else. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.